Hey everyone, how you doing? I am back with another video. I make these videos as I need to, really. I uh, I don't set a schedule and say I need to make a video on Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. As new information arrives, as I feel motivated to, um, as I just feel the need, I just start doing these. So here's one that seems pretty important to me. Devin Nunes just uploaded a photo of somebody stalking him today, following him. He's the head of the intelligence. I forget his exact title all the time. He's basically over all the intel agencies. He's a congressman, California congressman, posting a pretty much standard photo of a gang stalker. That if you're a targeted individual and you have a network of all targeted individuals, you've seen this photo, not of this exact same guy, but just it's a standard gang stalking photo. So if you've been following my story, 3 weeks after I reported some things to the Avondale Police Department, not a formal report, to a police officer in a store on video. I posted that video. 3 weeks after that, I was arrested January 4th, 2018. So I've been going through this for like a year and a half now, going through the court system, and I've learned a lot about the court system, the justice system, and how it's not about finding the truth, but how it's about using the compartmentalized groups that they have to set up roadblocks for you at each point and to manipulate you in a theater style to throw you off kilter and to just win, basically. And that has nothing to do with the America that I raised my hand to swear to protect the Constitution. That has, our systems are supposed to work for us, not against us. And this targeting program has, there's a mural on a building down here in downtown Avondale on Western, and it's of the snake, the circle, eating its own tail, and that basically seems like what our has happened with our government. It's turning inward on its people, who it's supposed to serve and protect. It's what the government is for. That's what we're told that it's for. Even though the word government, I believe in Latin, means mind control. I don't know. Search that. So I went through this. I've been going through this whole process, and during the process, as I was getting manipulated and gaslit by Mark J. Victor, Mark J. Victor talked me into going to a psychological evaluator, and at this time, Mark was still having me believe basically that he was on my side. Hey man, we're gonna, we just need you to go to this psychological evaluation. They can prove that everything that you're saying is good. I can't remember what word they used. Solid. I can't remember what word they used, but basically talked me into going to this psychological evaluator, Dr. D.J. Gahn. So the moment that I went into Mr. Gahn's office, I could tell our conversation was going to be one of these kind of typical conversation with a narcissist, where when you start, you can tell when you're in a conversation with somebody that's trying to have a conversation with you to try to get to a certain point with you, and then you can tell when you're having a conversation with somebody that is trying to get to a certain point against you. So it's more of not a counseling session or a fact-finding session. It's more of a debate to win, in their opinion. So that's how this was in the meeting with this Dr. Gahn, Gaughan. I gave this guy multiple government documents on MK Ultra, on COINTELPRO, gave him standard operating procedures, explained how the FBI floating box works, explained to him a lot of the stuff that I explained to you folks. Here, I'm sorry, the camera's over here. I'm looking out the window right now. A lot of the things that I explained to you folks. So since that appointment, a ridiculous amount of information has come out, personally for me and for other targeted individuals in general, about these targeting programs. People are coming out saying different things. Famous music artist just was talking about having voices in her head. I know I've talked about this before. I don't get those. I get other kind of technology that I don't talk about too much. That's still pretty devastating. But here's my phone call to Mr. Gone. Yesterday, I believe. Was this yesterday or the day before? After I got some information about my base, the base that I worked at for 15 years, the people that listen to all my videos are like, shut up about this already. But this is a big deal. My base, God, there's a fly the size of Texas in here right now. It's gonna pick me up and carry me away. Can you guys hear that? If you can't, I can hear it in my headphones. These are good headphones. I bet you can't, jeez. All right. I apologize. I left the door open. Oh yeah, I left the door open so the dog could come in. All right, folks. Here's the phone call to Mr. Gone. I'll just go ahead and play it. I'm getting distracted a little bit. Okay, what I'm doing right now is I'm calling Dr. DJ Gone. He's a psychological evaluator who I was tricked into going to by Mark Victor, my former attorney. And while I was in this meeting with Dr. Gone, he was gaslighting me the entire time, he asked if there was a mainstream media news piece that was available to prove that anything was happening like this. And at the time, there was only one article in the New York Times, and it made targeted individuals look crazy. So now, more than a year later, about a year later, I can't remember exactly when I saw Mr. Gone. I'm going to call him Mr. Gone from now on. I don't think he's going to be a doctor much longer. An article comes out about this base, the base that I worked at, the 144th Fighter Wing, having most of its senior leadership removed for targeting and harassing whistleblowers. So let's call Mr. Gone and ask him if he would like to view this article in the LA Times or the Air Force Times, militarynow.com, or any of the 6 pages on Google of articles about the base I work. There's 10 pages now. I'll show you here in a second. That targeting people. Let's see what they say. You could probably get a voicemail. Jeez, sorry.
Hello, you've reached the office of Dr. DJ Gone, licensed psychologist. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you and have a great day.
That's what I always say. Hi, good morning. This is Michael Barden, B-A-R-D-E-N. I was evaluated by Mr. Gone a while ago, about a year ago. And while I was in his office, he had asked me to provide a mainstream news article that would prove that it's possible that I'm being targeted. And I actually have that article, and it is regarding the base that I worked at and my personal commander targeting whistleblowers. So I would like to provide that to Mr. Gone and ask him if he would reevaluate this situation with this new information. My phone number is, well, here. All right, so I realized, I better not put my phone number on there. All right. So if you go to here, I left the Google page open. California National Guard scandal. Just type that in. There's 10 pages. A lot of results. Here's one of the most recent. Looks like Colonel Sikora was removed as well. Colonel Sikora was a pilot the entire time I was at the 144th Fighter Wing. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember not seeing him there. Everywhere I went, he was there. Basically, the reason why I knew all these pilots because I was in the fire department, and then I was in. Excuse me. Need to remember to change my cameras here. I was in the fire department, and then I was in public affairs. So when there are deployments, the F-16 pilots would pretty much always go. It means that maintenance is going to go also. The cop shop, so the security forces, public affairs, I don't know if I said fire department already. And some people from headquarters sometimes. A lot of times those are the people that, the guys from POL. A lot of the other people would stay back at the base. So whenever we went somewhere, I was with these guys a lot. Whenever I wanted a deployment, it was with these people usually. Everyone who's been named in these articles. Colonel Garrison, Sikora. I didn't remember Dave Kelly by name, and then I saw his face, and I was like, "Oh, that's Dave Kelly." He's all right. So that call to going back through the pages here. That call to Dr. Gone didn't do much good. I'm gonna have to blur this address out. Why did he? Okay, so I'm gonna go to this is the letter he sent me back. They didn't call me back that I'm aware of. I had two missed calls from out of town, like Yuma and some Sholo or something like that, Arizona, not Phoenix, where this guy's from. Didn't answer those. So this is the letter that I received from him instead of a phone call. Dear Mr. Barden, my office staff informs me that you are interested in having a second amended evaluation provided by me. I was retained by the firm Mark J. Victor to perform your evaluation in conjunction with a pending criminal case. As such, the law firm was my client in that matter, and you and I have never had a client-therapist relationship. Because you disagreed with important aspects of my earlier findings, I think it would be best if you find a different provider to perform the follow-up evaluation that you were requesting in your phone message left at my office earlier today. I would suggest that you contact the Arizona Psychological Association to request a qualified referral. You can contact blah, 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 blah. Best wishes. Sincerely yours, Dr. DJ Gone, PhD, licensed psychologist, DJG BMS. And there's, if you need a psychological evaluation, go ahead, go see Dr. Gone. See how he, I'm going to go ahead and leave this up there. I'm not going to dox him. Go ahead and just see for yourself. Go see Dr. Gone. Here's where you can go be evaluated by Mr. Gone. So they're saying that I disagreed with their evaluation, with his important aspects. What he's talking about is that MMPI test, the Minneapolis Multiphasic Inventory, where I stated, I agreed, yes, people are following me right now. I do know who's responsible for my downfall, there are multiple people, and they did it in a relay type stalking and sabotage program, basically. There is now this article, these articles, all of this. So I'm just documenting basically one more issue of a narcissistic type person not trying to evaluate for the truth, but to evaluate for a win by treating one of these sessions like this like a debate, not like an investigation like they should. So, all right, documenting done for that. Everybody have a great day.